I didn't want it to be
I know, I just want to record it now. Okay. Uh-oh.
Yeah, they're blowing it.
This young man began his Buddhist practice 3 years ago, and since then has been fighting to transform his life from the very core. He uses his Buddhist philosophy to create music infused with positivity, to create lyrics with the powerful voice of hope, and to use his passion to help change the destiny of humanity. His name is Harvey Johnson, aka Prince Worthy Moon, and this is his latest music video, Lotus Life.
Your mind sharp, looking for a way to make you lose every time you start. In this ocean of life, we bleeding, surrounded by stars. They closing in fast, trying to tear us apart. And we can't stay stagnant, just sink or swim. Don't sell out your own brother, bro, link with him. Instead of always trying to smoke and drink with him, study economics and history, think with him. Instead of always trying to smoke and drink with him, study economics and history, eat with him. Instead of always trying to smoke and drink with him, study economics and history, think with him. Instead of always trying to smoke and drink with him, study economics and history, eat with him. Instead of always trying to smoke and drink with him, study economics and history, think with him. Lotus life, baby, I'm a Nietzsche Buddhist. We check my Tina Turner, what we teaching is the truest. Lotus life, baby, I'm a Nietzsche Buddhist. We check my Tina Turner, what we teaching is the truest. Lotus life, baby, I'm a Nietzsche Buddhist. We check my Tina Turner, what we teaching is the truest. Lotus life, baby, I'm a Nietzsche Buddhist. We chant like Tina Turner, what we teaching is the truest. 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 The truth.
Thank you so much. You guys see any celebrities in the video in the audience? They here. Rowena, Octavia, thanks for everybody for coming out. What's up, my Buddhas? Alright, I know we got some Buddhas for sure over there. My name is Harvey Johnson. I'm a young men's leader in downtown Raymond District. Today I wanted to share a few chapters from my daily journal of life as a practitioner of this Buddhism. I'm a Seattle native who grew up in an environment that was encased with poverty, death, violence, and imprisonment. By 17 years old, I had already served 2 years in the juvenile system and was on my way to the adult system for another 4 years. And then did another 28 months later on. Several months into this new sentence, while in solitary confinement, I was told that my mother had passed. What more do I have to live for? Ever since an early age, I've had an effect on people through my delivery of thoughts to them. When it was all said and done, I spent a third of my life in seclusion from society, but not time wasted at all. During this time, one of the many things I selected to improve my perception of was spirituality. I was never pushed into religion growing up, so I had an outlook that allowed me to be open to new vibrations. The year is 2013. At a point where I was beginning to transition out of a dangerous lifestyle, I was formally introduced to this practice at a time that was so pivotal. Had this mystic pendulum not swung, I may not have been alive or a free man. March 18th, 2013, I attended my first SGI meeting. The woman who took me was the mother of an ex-girlfriend who, although we never spoke much personally, introduced this practice by her life condition. So much that I had to ask her to tell me what it was that made her aura so amplified. My first meeting, it was very inviting, refreshing to see so many people of different cultures harmonizing so smoothly. I knew chanting worked. When I was at this meeting, I had the feeling and that urge to sneeze, and I didn't want to interrupt. So I chanted in my head that the sneeze go away. P.S. It did. I knew chanting. It was the people in the meeting. Richie's here today. He was at his house. It was a real magical moment for me. On July 12th, I took responsibility for my karma and I received Gohanzen. Wow. As soon as I began learning how to chant and transform my reality, a lifestyle I thought sure that I had fled and escaped from had caught up to me. For starters, a rival of mine was found shot dead, and it was said that I had done it. Tension was building up as rumors were spoken throughout the city. People around me were being threatened with punishment for association. One woman had to leave her house with 2 kids. But that wasn't it. As mystic as it turns out today, July 31st is the exact day 3 years ago that after getting off of work and meeting up with someone I was introduced to this practice, speaking with them for over an hour, I arrived home to find a court appearance for another unrelated incident several months back. The court date was today, but seeing that I had moved, it was forwarded to my new address. Too late. I was now a wanted man. I set a new court date, but knew as soon as I showed up, they would take me into custody. On August 5th, I was taken into custody. I've now found out I'm looking at 7 years prison time. What followed would alter the way that I must handle the rest of my life in rhythm. The outpour of love, support, and encouragement would lead me to embark on a path that would cause me to change what is Buddhists call poison into medicine. I learned Gonyo, studied guidance, and taught others while fighting for my freedom. In that time, I introduced guys in their ages from 17 to 45. Nearly 2 months later, and after chanting 8 hours a day to 10 hours a day, 12 hours for the last 3 days, all charges were dropped and I was released. I began a campaign to wage war on ignorance and injustice. The voice that once commanded others to destroy peace was now being made an unwavering advocate of peace, culture, and education. I couldn't wait to share something that I knew worked with other people. 2 months after my release, I introduced my first guest. As of date, I've helped a total of 6 people call this Gohanzen a reflection of their life. Many don't know, but I've longed to have a child of my own. Ever since I was young, I've had a special bond with kids. However, I was skeptical if it was in the agreements of the ancestors for me not to be able to have them. All that changed. I once wished to have a child. Then I chanted to have a child. His name is Prince Harvey Johnson. He was born July 8th, 2016. Wow. One thing Sensei has taught me, Sensei being our president, Daisaku Ikeda, is to follow your heart and speak the truth you believe to be true. Silent voices and stiff legs in the face of injustice is what fuels injustice. Life without struggles is like moving to music with no rhythm. Stay tuned and unbeat. I would like to finish with a quote from Sensei. Words spoken from the heart and filled with a powerful wish for someone's happiness can deeply touch that person's life and revive his or her spirit, becoming a source of lifelong inspiration. My determination is I want to be an embodiment of the message I project. I will stop at nothing to highlight the courage and empowerment needed to overthrow oppression. People must have happiness. Who are you helping to have happiness? I would like to share a few things that I'm working on. You've seen clips from my video Lotus Life. Watch the full video on YouTube under Prince Worthy Moon Presents. Also check out Gakkai Gang and Lotus Sutra on my channel. I plan to have my music reshape our generation.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
The world